If you could trade your current life for a completely different one, would you do it? What if all it took was writing down your worst misfortunes and turning up at an abandoned house on the first day of the rainy season? Welcome back to Paperback Rain. Today we are diving into The Rainfall Market by Yeong-gwang, translated into English by Sling. This Korean fantasy became a massive sensation, promising the cozy, whimsical vibes of a Spirited Away, mixed with deep life lessons like The Midnight Library. But does it actually live up to the hype? Or is it a bit too simple? Let's break down the good, the magical, and who is this book really for? Our protagonist, Serene, is a young girl living in a tough situation with her mother, feeling lonely, exhausted, and hopeless about her future. She participates in a strange rumor. She writes a letter detailing her deepest misfortune and sends it into the void, hoping for an answer. Against all odds, she receives a golden ticket to the Rainfall Market, a secret parallel realm that opens its gates only during heavy rains. In this market, vendors don't sell trinkets, they sell alternative lives, encapsulated with shimmering magical orbs, accompanied by a magical cat-like companion named Isha, who is equal parts snarky, food-obsessed, and endearing. Serene explores perfumeries, mystical bakeries, and life-crafting workshops. The catch? Serene has exactly 7 days to choose her new life, or she'll be trapped in the market forever as a forgotten shadow. And to make matters worse, a mysterious shadow seems to be stalking her through the alleyways the entire time. To really understand how the world building works, we have to look at the specific shops Serene visits. Each location isn't just a fantasy backdrop, it's a physical representation of a psychological trap. Take the fragrance of regret, a perfumery where memories are distilled into scents. When Serene steps inside, she discovers that the vendors can take a person's worst memory, strip away its pain, and leave only a sweet, harmless aroma. It sounds ideal on paper, but the catch is immediately clear. When you remove the pain from a memory, you also remove the lesson it taught you. Then there's the life crafting workshop, where customers can assemble a new identity piece by piece, choosing talent, wealth, or status like items on a menu. Beyond the cozy exploration, there is also the underlying tension of that mysterious shadow stalking Serene. At first, it feels like a standard fantasy trope to add urgency, but as the story unfolds, the shadow takes on a much deeper symbolic meaning. The story subtly argues that you cannot simply leave your shadow behind by jumping into a new life. It represents the parts of herself she's trying to run away from, her shame, her grief, her feeling of failure. Wherever you go, your unresolved emotions follow you until you turn around and face them. There are two specific moments in the text that truly ground Serene's character arc. The first turning point happens in the shop of unlived potentials. Serene peers into an orb where she is a wildly successful, wealthy career woman. On the surface, it looks like everything she ever wanted, but then she notices something heartbreaking. The room was filled with everything she ever longed to buy, yet her eyes held no light. She had built a fortress to protect herself from the pain, but in doing so, she had locked out joy as well. This highlights the core tragedy Yeong-gwang explores throughout the book, the illusion of relief. We convince ourselves that erasing our problems will make us happy, but stripping away your real-world struggles often strips away the resilience and relationships that make you you. Isha, the cat, becomes so essential. He is not just comedic relief, he acts as Serene's reality check. When she hesitates, tempted to pick a life purely out of fear, Isha offers a line that grounds the entire narrative. A life chosen out of fear is not a new beginning. It is merely an escape with a different coat of paint. What elevates all of this is the book's atmospheric tone and its emotional origin story. There are two key areas where the Rainfall Market truly shines: its impressive atmosphere and its emotional origin story. First, the cozy world building. The atmosphere feels very Studio Ghibli. Yeong-gwang fills the pages with charming creatures, magical items, and tactile, soothing environments. If you love healing fiction or comforting Korean translated literature, this nails the exact comforting tone. You can practically smell the spiced tea and hear the rain pounding against the glass roofs. The desire to exchange one's life often stems not from a hatred of living, but from an exhaustion with fighting alone. Second, the core message and author background. The book deals with the grass is greener syndrome. As Serene peers into these perfect alternative lives, she realizes every dream life comes with a hidden cost, whether it's sacrificing personal relationships for success or losing your true self. And what makes this philosophical heart hit so close to home is the author himself. Yeong-gwang drafted parts of this manuscript during brief rest stops while working as a food delivery driver in South Korea. That real world longing for hope and a fresh start bleeds into every page, giving the story a deeply sincere heart. Now for the honest critique. Depending on what you're expecting, this book might leave you feeling a bit divided. As for the audience and the writing style, the prose is very simple and accessible. While it's marketed alongside adult contemporary cozy fantasies like The Midnight Library, it reads much closer to a middle grade or early young adult story. The lesson of the day format can feel a bit direct, where each shop Sirin visits delivers an explicit moral lesson. If you like deep, complex magic systems or heavy character depths, this might feel a little predictable or repetitive. As for the translation and pacing, the translated prose moves fast, but doesn't always linger on emotional moments as long as you might want. Because Serene only has 7 days to visit multiple shops. Side characters can sometimes feel like functional advice givers rather than fully fleshed out individuals. The final verdict? I gave the Rainfall Market a solid 3.5 out of 5 stars. If you go into this expecting an easy, heartwarming, light fantasy read for a rainy afternoon, you'll love it. It's an ideal palate cleanser between heavier reads, a cozy literary cup of tea, and a great pick for fans of low stakes Asian translated fiction. So, it's best suited for fans of cozy low stake Asian fantasy, quick comforting weekend reads, readers who enjoy Studio Ghibli aesthetics, and you should skip it if you prefer complex high stake magical systems, heavy character driven adult fiction, unsentimental, dark, or gritty plots. So, have you read The Rainfall Market? Or is it on your TBR list? What life would you hope to see inside one of those magical orbs? Or is there a piece of your current life you'd never trade away? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, hit that like button and subscribe to Paperback Rain for more cozy bookish content, literary analysis, and reading recommendations. Until next time, happy reading. Bye.